Hello, book dragons. Well, it is Halloween this week, and I've been busy up to kazoo. I have been working a lot harder now, and the work is basically taking up my hours to do any kind of free reading at will. I've seen a lot of people do like a bunch of like very pretty Halloween hauls, and I thought, you know what, I might as well just show you guys what I got for myself for this Halloween and the kind of items that I bought for decorating for Halloween over the years. And so I want to say the stores where I got the most for my buck was Home Goods and Michael's. I do have a few Harry Potter regalia as well. I got some wonderful things from Five Below, as well as Kohl's, and I cannot think if I'm missing anything else, and a couple of interesting surprises. So why don't we get started? So first off, when I went to Michael's, this about maybe I want to say this happened probably like in, I want to say late August, perhaps. I cannot believe they actually had this. Talk about the father of American Gothic literature. I found this. I cannot believe that Michael's actually carried this. This is a book pillow, and of course it has the author of The Raven himself, Edgar Allan Poe, and here's the fun part. It opens up like a book. Come on. How can you not love being a book dragon like myself and not have a book pillow with The Raven himself? This was an absolute treasure. And I will use this to support my back on the seat. Okay. Very, very nice. It's sturdy. That's for sure. Actually, I'm going to go over Home Goods because these items are the closest to me as humanly possible. So let's start off with this little guy. I believe I got this guy from Home Goods. This is Ziggy Pumpkin. Isn't this one adorable? It's a pretty little plush toy. So he sits on my little cabinet from behind me. Let me put him back. I'm sorry, Ziggs. Sorry, Ziggy. And if you actually, I'll raise this up just a little bit. You can see on the top there, I have Come In, My Pretties. That, of course, is a Michael's purchase. Two of the candles are not working for some reason. Those two are, and we're going to lower the thing back down. Bravo. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So continuing with Home Goods, I went there with my BFF, and I was looking for some interesting pumpkins. Well, I found one week plus a candle, and then we ended up going there the next week, and I found another one that blew me away. So I'll show you that. Check out this beautiful pumpkin. It reminds me of Van Gogh, and these are my favorite colors. This is like, it's all white and blues and yellows. It reminds me of one of the paintings of Van Gogh that I absolutely love, like irises almost. It's absolutely gorgeous. The other pumpkin I found, I was looking for a blue pumpkin. Now I do have a glass pumpkin that is purple. It's hand blown, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's packed up at the moment. This one came with a very special surprise. It's almost like an iridescent teal blue. But here's the surprise. Lumos. Is that stunning? This is like a nightlight right here. It is absolutely beautiful, and it shimmers. Actually, we can actually see this shimmer in this light. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? I got this from Home Goods. I'm telling you, you can spend hours at Home Goods and never leave. Now, they did, because Wicked, the first part of Wicked had just come out. They had a bunch of their Wicked merch, but I happened to see this, and this is Cinderella to the core. As you can see, there's the pumpkin, and then there's the castle. First time I've seen one of these with a glass jaw. Now, this might be like, because it's really small, I think it's for like children, but it's also It's made of glass. I don't think you want to give this to a kid, but I just got it anyway because I love pumpkins. I love watching Cinderella, and of course, La Cendrillon is my favorite opera. And yeah, this is a beautiful tumbler. Now, the candles. I'm a sucker for candles. This one is called Crimson Moon. Oh my God, it smells like autumn. It's a one wick hand poured candle, and look at this. It comes with a black tassel. If that doesn't say goth, I don't know what does, but I love it. It's harvest pumpkin with soft vanilla, cinnamon, and aromatic. Ah, that's the ingredient. Allspice with hints of clove. A little lesson I learned about cloves: if you put too many to make like, I was creating this recipe that included cloves, but I think I put a little too much of the cloves in. That stuff can tire you out, and it can also cause headaches, so I had to be careful of those. Thank you. The second time I went in, this time they had a blue candle, my favorite color, and this one is called Midnight Pumpkin. What is this? Coconut soy wax blend. I love this. This is really, really nice too. I'm not sure what the smell is, but again, ooh, this almost has like a, it kind of has a hint of pumpkin, but I can definitely smell, it's almost like, is this a soy candle? Yeah, coconut soy wax blend. It's a really subtle scented candle, which is really, really nice. So yeah, that was my stuff from Home Goods. Now let's go on to a few little surprises. For my birthday last year, my brother knows, well, he's the one who actually turned me on to Harry Potter, and I've been a Harry Potter fanatic ever since. So he caught me. I cannot believe he got this for me. Gryffindor. It's a good thing that I am a Gryffindor, definitely. It went out by like, what, 1%? I will show you guys a video of what my wizard office used to look like where I used to live, and that will be a separate video in itself. Let's see, this is 40 Gryffindor breakfast blend tea bags. Of course, is it English breakfast? Gryffindor breakfast blend. Let's see what it says. Professor Minerva McGonagall is the head of Gryffindor House. She teaches transfiguration and can often be seen turning herself into a cat. Just like me, my animagus is a cat. New English Teas created this tea to honor the Gryffindor House. Breakfast tea, despite its name, can be enjoyed at all times of the day, but especially in the morning. So if I'm not mistaken, this is English breakfast at its best. So a little bit of a Harry Potter peek there, and I do have a few other Harry Potter surprises too. I had to show you this guy on the right, if I can pick him up without pricking myself. No Sleeping Beauty in this house, people. I have... Well, what have we here? Santa Claus, huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. We have Oogie Bogey. This... We had a Nightmare Before Christmas themed staff party get together at this church in Apple Valley at the time, and I think all the schools have this. I'm not sure what's been going on for the last few years since COVID hit, but well before that, at this particular party, we were having a bunch of these activities and games going on, and then and all the tables had all of these centerpieces, and Oogie Bogey was one of them. So the last thing before we were let go for the rest of the day, they said for everyone to look under their chairs. Whoever had the winning ticket got to take home the centerpiece. So guess who won? Me. And it's fitting. As you can see, one of my Kohl's purchases, I am wearing the Pumpkin King. This is my little pajama set here. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but yes. So that was another purchase from Kohl's. These are my favorite pajamas, Jim Jams as I call them. So let's get on with the rest of the haul. So not in any typical order, but I do have a short video that I recorded earlier. This is I believe it's pronounced a Fumkin or Funkin. It's like some sort of, I guess it is like it's a really thick, it's kind of like a thick foam crafted pumpkin that you can turn into your own craft and make it for different kinds of uses. I bought these sticky stickers here as well, and then I hot glued these beads on top. I love Cinderella. I love it when the pumpkin turns into Coach, and I love it. Inside, however, there's a little special surprise. And I was planning to do this month, but I've had no time, and honestly, I have not touched my art craft corner in the gym where I work out of since my cousin's passing, so it's been really hard to get back there. But inside are all of my Harry Potter to do projects. I might get to it after Halloween, in time for the winter holidays, for Yuletide, the Yule Ball. Great name. So this was that one, and I've had this for a few years. When I was a teacher, I used to have this filled with candy, and I would hand this out to the students. I do have some other stuff from Michael's, but all that is packed up at the moment, so let's move on. One of my early purchases was, of course, this skull, and I want to say that this is a crow, not a raven, but I like to call it a raven. There is a slight difference between the two birds. I still consider this one the raven, to be honest, because I am the book dragon, and I love the works of Edgar Allan Poe. Absolutely wonderful. I think I have them in the stack back here. I'll have to look for them. My recent purchase at Michael's, right now I think everything is, what, 50 to 60% off, probably even more. They had this there the last time. Look at this beautiful hand-blown vial with a cat. I didn't consider getting this because you can't take the cap off, but look at the iridescent colors of blue and purple. Look at how it shimmers in this light. It's absolutely beautiful. And it has like this glittery glue design on it at the bottom, but the top, this reminds me very much of the cat figurine that Dorian Gray prays to for immortality. And I usually try to get things that are very much book related, so this definitely has that Dorian Gray feel. Black cats. This was something that I did not see at Michael's the last few times that I was there. This is a vase. Now, I have something similar to this somewhere. It's a curiosity type of vase, but this one here, look at this. We have the skull. Now, the only thing that I'm kind of questioning is there's a few titles on here that I can see, you know, having that kind of Halloween-like vibe. But here we have Hansel and Gretel here. At the bottom, we have, of course, the Brothers Grimm. The Red Shoes, if you haven't read that story, you must. And I'm not talking about the one by Hans Christian Andersen. I'm talking about the book, I guess you can call it an adaptation from the movie, from the film version. It's beautiful, but it's creepy at the same time. And then we have the Little Mermaid. Rather, the skull is resting on top of the Little Mermaid. I question it. And then on the side here, we have these books. We have, let's see, we have Jack and the Beanstalk. We have The Three Little Pigs and Cinderella. Again, why with the skull? I'm just curious. But again, I bought it because it has the book titles. Why not? This was an early purchase here. This was, I love this. I love anything to do with old typewriters, and it feels like it's something that was made out of, like, this is something that you would probably find in a modern version of Miss Havisham. In the end, we all become stories. In the end, right? Come on. At the end of one life, one shall write about it. And of course, with the recent purchase back to Michael's, speaking of typing, I found this. Beautiful. This isn't canvas. This is a wood block, and it's painted with this beautiful image here. I love these ornate brass, I guess they're brass corners. Very, very ornate. But I just love this figure of a woman who appears to be typing. I love that. It's a very Victorian kind of feel to it. Next, again, we have, I guess you consider this a crow, but again, I love it because of the books. What does it say here? Come in for a spiel. I love this, and I love the colors. Very, very apothecary-like with these beautiful vials here. And yeah, it's beautiful. And this was actually perched on top of the hutch. So once I go through the haul, there'll be a different video of me dressed up as someone very, very well known. I'm planning to anyway. And I will give you a tour of my room with all its Halloween decor. Let's see. Oh, yes. I do have, I can't show every single one of them because the gym is packed with the majority of my art crafts, but I do have a lot of crafts, a lot of wood crafts from Michael's. This one I couldn't resist. Spiders. And hello, gorgeous. Is that cool? I really want to paint it, and now I'm wondering if I should, because the light inside has seem to be going at its own pace there. I'm not quite sure, but it's beautiful. And they still have a lot of these LED lit wood crafts. Some of them do and some of them don't, but they're absolutely beautiful. They had one, I think it's like one of these ready-made. They look like book nooks, but they're not really book nooks. They're just these little wood craft pieces, like apothecary haunted houses. So if you still have a chance to go to Michael's and get some that are 60% off, you might find them. There's still a lot left over. I love these book boxes that appear to be in the shape of books. Of course, we have the Brothers Grimm. It's purple. But this box is holding something very, very special. Inside, if I can show you guys. Not sure if you can see it because I do not want them to move about. I have my glass. Let's see if I can do this without them tipping over. Yeah, they're gonna tip over. I have a collection. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 glass pens in here. I have not used them yet. I want to, and I have a 6th one that's in its own special case. But I got them from Amazon, and so this is going to hold my beautiful glass pens because I do not have a regular holder. And I thought, you know what? Let's just see if it fits. I wasn't planning on getting this, but I did anyway. And the other one I have up there is like a vintage, distressed pink book box that says fairy tales on the side. And it's beautiful. I love it. My mother surprised me with this Day of the Dead. Though she found this at Michael's. This was one of those journals. So I have another journal to add, and it's very, very colorful. I grew up with my late aunt, bless her, and I was always curious as to why she had skulls in her house. But that's when I found out that they do celebrate the Day of the Dead. She was Hispanic, and both of her sons carry that beautiful Latinx DNA and beautiful, beautiful appearance. And Daniel, I miss you so much. So every time I look at this, I'm going to be reminded of Daniel. And I cannot believe they had this. This is going to be saved for my birthday later this year. But I found Harry Potter again. This is a happy planner. I think this was one of the last ones that they had. So this will be great for next year. The only thing that I don't like about the happy planners is I prefer the ones with the spirals. I do not like these ones that have that real wide space between them, because it just takes up a lot more space, and there's almost like no space to actually put these planners because these things are so wide and so thick. But it's beautiful, and it's got everything I needed and all sorts of illustrations throughout. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to the next part of the Halloween haul. Five Below surprisingly had a lot of Halloween merch, including a lot of Wicked stuff. So speaking of which, I love Wicked. Cynthia Erivo, you are a freaking vocal powerhouse, and so are you, Ariana Grande. Yes, Grande, not Grande. And I got this, Wicked, Defying Gravity. What is this? Pink goes well with green. And Defying Gravity, you would think that this would be at the top of the shirt, but it's not. Anyway, but I got a bunch of stuff from them, including a few wonderful gifts from my brother, but I had to get this one. This actually is it's a one set playing card thing with Harry Potter. I got him the Pumpkin King. So, spoiler alert. I forgot one little detail. These are my pumpkin slippers. I also got these from Five Below. So these will keep my feet nice and cozy for Halloween. This was something that I did not expect to find, and I've been looking everywhere for black lipstick, but guess what? I found it, and it's Wet n Wild. I actually picked this up from Five Below. They may still have this lipstick, so in the video where you see me talking about the Oddities Flea Market, I'm wearing this, as well as this beautiful blue, super lustrous, is that what it says? Super lustrous glimmer. This beautiful blue gloss, which you can sort of see on my lips here, but not really. But yeah, I got that black lipstick from Five Below. So once again, go check it out. Moving on to the next part of the haul, Kohl's. My Pumpkin King pajama set came from Kohl's. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I'm wearing this. They are so tiny. I got this, I think, a few years ago from Kohl's. These are like little bat earrings, and of course we have the lovers of Jack and Sally, and this, I love this moon pendant. I want to find an actual bigger one. But I found another pajama set, and I love purple and orange. It's very much Halloween themed, and I found this. Is this cute? Look at this beautiful pajama set here. This is the shirt, and oh, it's so cute. I love it. It's like fall and Halloween all mixed into one. The only thing that I don't care for, I got it anyway because I wear long pants when I have to, but these are like these little shorts. I'm not really fond of like the pajama shorts, but you know what? I'm at home. Who's going to see anyway? Now let me just show you the few things that I have that are Harry Potter themed, and I'll bring those over. A lot of the merch I found was at Barnes & Noble. So let me show you one of the first pieces I got. This is a wand dress. We have Hogwarts, of course. This wand, no, it is not from Harry Potter. My cousin, she and her husband, they got married at this ranch, and it was sort of a mix of Harry Potter, Back to the Future, kind of like an 80s cosplay fanatic wedding, and they gave everyone these wands that they made. So I took a look at this wand here, and again, I took some of those Harry Potter quizzes online. Be careful of those things, because they can take your information and put it and somehow get it on the dark web. But this one, I believe, is very close to, what was that wand? I believe it's called the one, I believe, is made of holly oak. And I think the special string inside, it was either a troll or a unicorn mane. I'll have to go back to that one and see. But yeah, so my parents gave this to me because they're not really into that stuff. So they gave me the little wand party favor. So this rests on that. I actually have to move my camera to the top of the hutch so I can show you what else I got from Barnes & Noble. And the other, of course, is Dollar Tree. You can't go wrong with Dollar Tree. And I'll show you a few of those items as well. Oops, I actually forgot something. Where I used to live, Hobby Lobby was not that far away from me, and I got a bunch of beautiful items from Hobby Lobby. This pumpkin stack was one of them, as well as this gorgeous blue velvet pumpkin. That's where we are. The last ones I have to show you are on top. So follow me as we, what's the word? Wingardium Leviosa. So, as you can see at the top of the hutch, those books on the left, those were actually all from Dollar Tree. They're like these little book boxes. One says Psychic of Salem. That's actually upside down. I don't know why it's upside down. Spells and Enchantments. advanced spell casting recipes, something witches, and I can't for the life of me, something pick your poison, I think that shows at the top there. And of course, the other Barnes & Noble for Harry Potter is the Pensieve. This is a special kit that holds a journal, the memory vial, and the Elder Wand pen. And when I went to the two-story Barnes & Noble store at the Spectrum Center in Irvine back in 2021, and I cannot believe that they actually had this. This is Hermione's bag. I'm actually going to be using this with my Funkin, and the plan is that I'm going to pull all the materials I need for that project out of this bag, just like Hermione was able to get the vial and the tent, and it's almost like this sort of reminds me of Mary Poppins carpet bag from the film. Now, I haven't opened this one up, but I cannot believe, again, they had that. Please tell me you're going to open. This is the Time Turner. Don't you all wish we can go back in time and fix what needed to be fixed? But yeah, here she is in all her glory. The Time Turner. Yeah, that's quite beautiful. Now, if it's not too late, they may still carry this. I did, speaking of pumpkins, if I can get it out, please tell me I can get you out of here. I'm going to make some tea, and I got this from Home Goods as well a little bit earlier. This is spiced pumpkin chai, and I have a little teapot over here that I will definitely use. I would love to steam and to make a little pot of tea with this one. And yes, so we will go from there. Now, my friend Mikey, unfortunately, he passed in late July, and I had no idea that he was very much into Halloween. I mean, he would dress up as Gene Simmons from Kiss, so, but he literally took Halloween to the extreme, and I found out a whole thing about Mikey. He was a collector of Transformers, Ghostbusters, Highlander, I feel like I'm forgetting something, Star Wars, you name it, the whole Blast from the Past franchise. And we were going through a bunch of his stuff, and this particular book box, apparently it was from Beetlejuice, and I guess he was planning to be Beetlejuice this year. But on one of the bins, they actually made a special label for him, Ghostbusters, and his last name was on there. So I was like, I'll take the book, and I put that sticker on this box. So Mikey, you're close to my heart, sweetie. I miss you so much. I miss you. So yeah, this will be used for something. I don't know what. All right, guys. So that's it for my little haul for now. And the next time I see you, I will be dressed as a very special character from Hocus Pocus for Halloween. So stay tuned for that. I really hope the wig works. And so, yeah, that's my little haul. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Not quite done yet, my book dragons. Has anyone read any interesting books for Halloween as of late? I wanted to do my Halloween book themed for the month of October. Since it's the last week, I might as well just get it on now. So a few of these I got from the... Hang on. Like I was saying, most of the books that I have are directly from the library. Of course, the book that is of course I don't have my list with me, but I'm going to try again to read Mary Shelley's The Last Man. Mary Shelley, of course, is the one who wrote the Gothic horror book of all time, known as Frankenstein, but she wrote this one not too long after it. It was not published until the century after she died. This one I thought was really interesting. This one here is called The Delegate Dream Department Store. I want to say her name is Mai Lee, but I love this one, and it looks Halloweenish to me. Now, I do have the video that I did of my Oddities and Curiosities haul from the Oddities Flea Market recently, and I bought this, The Witch's Door, by, of course, Ryan Cohn and Regina M. Rossi. The authors are there on the back. Hopefully they will get back with me for November. They have a bunch of traveling that they're going to do. And he signed it, so I'm looking forward to reading this. Maybe, hey, I might read this on the day of Halloween. Who knows? Oh yeah, this one just happened to come up. I was actually looking for a different book when I came across this. The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock. Curious. That's really cool to me, and I love mermaids, and mermaids do play a part when it comes to curiosities, as well as the myth and the belief that mermaids still exist. I tend to think that they do. Let's see. I meant to finish this, and I still haven't. This is The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex Haro. There was this scientific philosophy about alchemy to turn lead into gold. Well, I love this one, and I've still yet to read it. The Alchemy of Illuminated Poetry by Gianna Michaels. I also have Mendel and the Misfit Dragons, talk about creatures. And of course, we have the Long Island medium herself, Teresa Caputo. Again, I'm just going through books that you might consider reading for Halloween, if you haven't already. The Magic Strings of Frankie Presto. Who says that Halloween doesn't have magic? Of course it does. Now, I call this, I tend to think of this as like Victorian Gothic. We have Anne Bronte's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Wildfell Hall. Thank you, Desi Moore, for recommending this. I do plan to read it one of these days. And once again, these are books that are on my Pop Sugar Reading Challenge list. I'm just showing you the ones that kind of have that Halloween feel. Oh, this is book... Oh, this is part of a trilogy. Which means I'm going to have to read books 2 and 3. The Bartimea... I cannot pronounce it. This is The Amulet of Samarkand. This was just one of the titles that came across my list as I was doing a search. And I'm sorry, what is this called? The Bartimaeus Trilogy? Please tell me if I'm saying that right. And usually when it comes to Halloween, there's always this fear of possibly the end of the world. So this one I just sort of glanced over, but we had this one, A Boy and His Dog at the End of the World. Sounds pretty apocalyptic to me. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I'm sorry, Morgenstern. Forgive me. It's a really unique read, but you need a lot of time to get through it because there's so much detail. Now, I just started reading, I think I'm in chapter 10 or 11 of T.J. Klune's The House in the Cerulean Sea. Oh my God, how can I put this? It's nothing like I expected. The other one I have is this one, In the Lives of Puppets. And I hope I get the name right. I believe it's Circe by Madeline Miller. The only reason why I picked this up was because Paris Paloma, great singer that she is, she actually got the inspiration, I believe, for the triangular table on the Colbert Show. Something about Circe gave her the inspiration. There's a little short video of hers, if you're able to find it, that she describes the book. So I do intend to read that. This one is a movie that is coming out soon, or it has already come out, or it's on its way. We have The Essex Serpent. And then we have, I think this is like a type of murder mystery, Lucy Foley's The Guest List. You'd kill to be on it. This one kind of has that Halloween feel too. Yeah, where it mentions entity, a search for a missing person, old world erupts into the new. So yeah, this sort of has like a fiction like a modern day fantasy to it. This is the Left-Handed Booksellers of London. So, and I have a whole bunch more of books that are definitely Halloween themed, including Wicked and a few others besides Edgar Allan Poe, who I don't have out at the moment. But yes, so what are your books that you chose for Halloween? Let me know in the comments. There's no way I'm going to be able to get through all those books, but we will see what happens. So wish me luck. I have till the end of the year. That's my goal, would be to finish the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge list at least 1 year. So we will get to that. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.